Have you ever wondered about the science behind emojis and how emojis affect the way we communicate? What about the kinds of people who use the most and least emojis? Is there even a future for emojis? Will we ever reach a point in which regular text would be completely replaced by purely emojis? And why is the Emojis movie so damn bad? And most importantly, will I ever stop asking questions and just get to the video already? Well, to find all the answers to these questions, today we're going to be talking about 5 key points as to why emojis are important and why they are here to stay. So starting off with number 5, it's obvious that using emojis are a lot faster than texting a whole word, phrase, or even a sentence. And for our increasingly busy life, shaving off a few seconds trying to tell someone what you think can mean maintaining or losing someone's patience, interest, or attention, especially when you need to text them back as soon as possible. Just think of the times when your crush or significant other texted you 10 minutes ago and you didn't even notice. God knows what kind of things they'll be thinking of on why you haven't texted them back. Furthermore, it's only fitting to save a few seconds each time you text. I mean, if you text and post stuff all the time, those few seconds can add up to a lot of minutes. Besides saving a lot of minutes, coming in at number 4, using emojis are generally more effective in conveying what you really mean. Why? Because emojis include gestures, facial expressions, emotions, and can be purely representational. These are the things that gives color to our text. So the next time you think something has bad quality, instead of typing "this is bad," you can just click the poop emoji and maybe even choose a color of the poop if you want to go one step further. The possibilities are endless, guys. Just take a look at the 2 pictures. Because of one simple emoji, the whole meaning of the context changes. How else can we do this with just plain simple text? It's just impossible. Additionally, for point number 3, emojis can dictate how serious a situation can be. Have you ever thought of how it would be like if you received a business memo with emojis everywhere? You might look at it for a few seconds and toss it away immediately, or simply ignore it as nothing serious. This is the side effect of using emojis. It can make people not take you seriously. So on top of considering the context in which you're writing in, and for what purpose, you also need to consider to whom you're writing to. Studies show that if you're sending acquaintances a text or email filled with emojis, they might think that you're uneducated, unreliable, and even unprofessional. Even if the statistics show that 15% of people include emojis on their email, it's generally advised against, even if you're writing to people whom you already know. However, on the upside, for our point number 2, emojis are great for people to get to know what kind of person you are. Because there is evidence that people who tend to use more emojis are generally more agreeable in nature. Furthermore, they are more socially receptive and empathetic, making them more approachable. In fact, some researchers took it on a whole new level. Professor of Linguistics Vivian Evans of Bangor University in UK said, "Someone who is not using them is not an effective communicator, and therefore not effective at inducing an emotional response." So if used in a correct sentence and to the right person, using emojis can be a great way to really get to know people. And lastly, for number 1, emojis can be the make it or break it factor when texting to your crush or a random person in a dating app. Research has continually shown the increased percentage of matches when people communicate more with emojis. This is shown from Match.com, OkCupid, and even Tinder. So guys and gals, if you want to stay connected to your crush or matches, use more emojis, but choose them carefully, since there are also certain emojis to avoid. And if you guys haven't used them yet, start now, because marketing trends show a steady rise in emojis production and usage. So that's it, guys. Emojis are efficient and effective forms of communication. They can help set the mood of a particular text. They are great for getting to know people more, and they can be an important factor when talking to your crush, match, or significant other.